Everybody, welcome. Another death to report on in this scripted world. You're noticing a lot of people dropping lately, aren't you? We're on Wednesday, October 2nd, in the year 2024 now. Dikembe Mutombo, NBA legend and Hall of Famer, dies of brain cancer at age 58, y'all.
We have some sad breaking news from the world of sports. Legendary NBA player Dikembe Mutombo has died at 58 years old. His family says he was fighting brain cancer. The native of the Democratic Republic of the Congo played for nearly 2 decades in the NBA. He was known for his finger-wagging celebration after his many blocked shots. After his retirement, Mutombo became a global ambassador for basketball. I want to bring in Brian Buckmeyer. Brian, you actually met Dikembe Mutombo. What's your memory of him?
Yeah, so I met Dikembe at a UNICEF event back in 2017, and my memory of him was just being in awe, looking up at him, and he truly was a light in the room. Many people, as myself being a child of the 80s and 90s, remember him of that finger wag, and we talked about that. I told him I loved his career, I loved everything about him. There's a picture of me, and for the record, I want everyone to know, I'm 6'4". Okay, I am not small, but he is 7'2". And the thing that I remember most about him is I wanted to learn so much about him, but he made the conversation always about me. He was so impressed that I had come from Toronto and I played soccer in college, and then I was a public defender. And I think he was such a light in terms of making you feel like the biggest person in the room and being so proud of the accomplishment that we all were doing in that room at a time.
And it even looks like he's wagging his finger at you in that.
Look at his name right here as well. Okay. A lot of this stuff going on in the media right now. And again, everything's with the language, right? So you see these first 3 letters, then you see the first 4 letters.
That picture.
We were doing it together. No. Always a great memory with Dikembe.
Brian Buckmeyer, thank you.
Okay.
We have some sad breaking news from the.
Okay, so Dikembe Mutombo, NBA legend and Hall of Famer, dies of brain cancer at age 58. Hall of Famer equals 52 like brain cancer. 200 like where he's from. Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of the Congo. Now, everything's connected by the language, right? Look at Republic, kind of like Republican, right? We have a selection that's taking place November 5th next month. Look at the 52 and the 200 again right here. President, government, and White House equal 52. And the 200, Donald John Trump, his last birthday leaves 200 days in the year. Not to mention T's the 20th letter of the alphabet. Donald, look at Dikembe, D like Donald. Okay, who drafted Dikembe? Denver, D. Right? And this is the code right here. It's 3 of the 4 ciphers that we utilize to show everything scripted by numbers. Reduction, reduced at J, the 10th letter. Reverse reduction, the same thing, but alphabet in reverse. And then you simply see the reverse right there. Z is 1, A is 26, okay? If there's any other questions, y'all can let me know in the comments. You can message me on Instagram, whatever. I just use Instagram basically if anybody wants to interact with me. It's there, okay? So Dikembe Mutombo in the code equals 58, as he is 58 years old at the age of death. Now, again, I'm showing you everything's on the language, right? Look at Kemba Walker. Kemba. Like Dikembe. Kemba Walker. Does he still play basketball? I'm not sure, but it's the language. Dikembe Kemba. Look at the 5'8" birthday for Kemba Walker. Again, Dikembe Mutombo, age 58 at death. Dikembe Mutombo equals 58. Kemba Walker with the 5'8" birthday. Okay? Look at Antoine Walker. Just to go one step further and to just expose once again this code, this fake world. Antoine Walker has the number 8 right there. As you see Kemba Walker with the number 8, born on the 8th. And then again, you see the 58 connection right here. And look at the May birthday, the 5. Look at Dikembe with the 5-5 on the jersey. All right. And God and Satan both equal 55. Okay. You may be seeing some stories out there in the media, maybe just conflicting good and evil, right? Interpret it however you would like, but we don't try to deep dive too much. Look at this guy, looks like Shaquille O'Neal a little bit in the face. That's interesting, right? Because Shaq went and played for the Celtics as well. So that's definitely interesting. But we're looking at the 8s right there. And here's another pick. So you see the 55. And look at Antoine Walker. Did he have the 88 as well? Trump equals 88. But it's hard to believe a lot of the picks we see nowadays. But I know for sure he had the number 8. And you see the 55 and the 8 again. Dikembe dead at 58. And Dikembe Mutombo equals 58. And again, the 5'8" birthday for Kemba, like Dikembe. Don't forget Boston won the championship as well, with that connection. And Dikembe played for different, multiple teams, right? Just to put that out there. Played college for Georgetown. George. If we're talking about presidents, remember the Bush family. Dikembe Mutombo's finger wag was forbidding, even as the man himself was an icon of acceptance, renowned for blocking all comers on the court. And brain cancer, right? So he's known for blocking, brain, right? Dikembe welcomed and helped all he could off it. He was, of course, best known for the finger wag, the no, 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 the gesture that became his trademark, set him apart. I'm going to enter that in the calculator. I forgot to do that as I was putting the slides together. We'll put no, no, no because they put it right there, and then we'll do finger wag real quick. Probably finger wag first. Let's go over here. Okay, finger wag. Let's just put no, no. I don't think he actually said that, but let me see if finger wag. Ooh, 54 like Congo. Oh, oh, oh. It's magic. You see that right there? Excuse the ads. It's the code. And you see the reduction cipher right there, reduced at the 10th letter, which is J. 1 plus 0 is 1. K11, 1 plus 1 is 2. L12, 1 plus 2 is 3. That's it. And then ordinal forwards. And there's the reduction, which is the same in reverse. Q, the 10th letter. So really simple. But yeah, on the fly, finger wag 54 like Congo, y'all. Okay. Oh, oops, let me get rid of that. All right, and we'll go back over here. All right, right here. And again, George. town, right? Okay, so look, known for blocking, right? Look at cancer and brain first off. 44, 26, and 37. Now notice the 26, but we'll get back to that. You see the 37s, cancer and brain. Blocking equals 37. Blocks equals 37. Dead in Georgia, 37 and 44. You see, just like brain, cancer, and blocking, 37 and 44. Kill equals 44. Just saying. Joe Biden equals 37. Another president, right? And 44. Interesting. Okay. And you see the 73 up there, the reverse of 37, and sacrifice equals 73 to go along with the kill 44, right? That's a lot of 37s. And then 44s on top of that. Again, Dikembe Mutombo, NBA legend, Hall of Famer, dies of brain cancer at age 58. Now, he dies in Atlanta. Interesting because Atlanta is connected with Jimmy Carter, another president, and his birthday was, you know, yesterday. And they want to let you know that in the trending news. And Jimmy Carter connected to Lil Wayne Carter, Sean Corey Carter, Jay-Z, as all of these characters, they kind of hit trending around the same time based on the language. Not a lot of people think it's that simple, but it is. They want you to be distracted by the celebrities. All right? Our worlds are scripted, y'all, on a lower level. You can believe it or not. And again, you can hit me up if you want to know more. They don't want you to know that, okay? So he's known for blocking, and again, B block, brain cancer, and like a block shot. This character is 7'2". It would have been interesting if he was 7'3", right? And I said drafted by the Denver Nuggets. They won a championship a couple years back. Look at that though. Denver Nuggets 62. Dead in Georgia. Georgia equals 62. Blocks equals 62. And I said note the 26s. The reverse. Brain, cancer, 26. Sacrifice equals 62. Like Denver Nuggets, Georgia, and blocks. And again, over here, blocking equals 73 like sacrifice as well. And I want to show you that over here. Anybody can utilize this calculator. Gematria 85. Sacrifice 73 and 62. And look, kill equals 17. Sacrifice 170 like 17. And you see kill with the 44 again right there. Okay. Let me go back to the slides. Shout out to y'all for real. Keep your head up during a lot of these celebrity stories. They will kind of want you to be overwhelmed right now. They're kind of trying to. It's unbelievable because it's very obvious all of these people are dropping with all of the connections. Everybody named John keeps dying. Letters that, names that start with D, like Donald, John, Trump. Well, why? Math Tucon? Why? Matthew J. O'Connor? It's because the world, they balance it like that to keep it the same over time. You've heard history repeats. Because it keeps, when everything's just kept like that, people stay in power, the world stays the same. They're not really concerned with fixing the world. Okay? It's just distraction upon distraction, divide upon divide, excuses, blame others. This is what they want. All right. So, place of death, Atlanta, Georgia, has been trending a lot for sure. the fourth overall pick in the 91 draft, the 7-foot center. And again, Republic like Republican. You see Democratic like Democrat. Of course, all connected with this selection. Even DIK, what does it sound like? I mentioned earlier. DIKE. You see a lot of that. And those agendas that they like to roll with too, rolling into the selection, right? And you see with the block on MJ, it looks like right there, huh? Okay, blocking all comers at the net. I'm pretty sure that was a block. And I think he might have got the finger wag off there on MJ. Okay, block equals 92 and 29. Okay, dying September 30th, the day leaving 92 days in the year. Trump equals 29. What else? Duality equals 92 and 29. Interesting. But wow, the day before was the 29th day of the ninth month, like 29. So you see, this is set up. We could say forget the script and okay, you've made your point, is what people could tell me. Get over it. Okay, well, then we could have a separate conversation about what's up with these numbers, what's up with the patterns that pop up, the 26 letters that we utilize with this code. I don't care where it came from. I mean, out of respect, I'll give it that respect with the code, but it's another distraction people to argue about the alphabet and the language. And this is the language I use. Maybe a lot of y'all use English. It's obvious. It's a code proven daily over here and other channels as well. It's not like it's my thing. I'm just helping the show expose it, as I was told at one point to do. Okay? And it happens to be a passion and a hobby, and I don't do it for money, and I don't get paid off of it. And getting paid would be nice, but in a legitimate way, not deceiving the people, not making the people feel guilty by, because they're not paying me as I'm given the truth here. But again, shout out to y'all. And you see, cancer equals 118, like 18. Mutombo spent 18 seasons in the NBA. Ritual equals 81 and two ciphers. He played for Denver, Atlanta, Houston. Remember, Houston equals 112 like Donald. He played for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pennsylvania, Trump attempted assassinated in Pennsylvania. New York, and then the then New Jersey Nets. Okay? And as I see Nets, think about the trap, which is the internet and the World Wide Web. Like net. That's interesting because you had the player Spud Webb, which popped in my head as I was stating that. Who was that would be a nice breakdown too, Spud Webb. So again, y'all, a nice easy decode. Maybe I'll think of some stuff and we'll enter some stuff here at the end. Let's play this.
Hawks legend and NBA Hall of Famer Dikembe Mutombo has died from brain cancer. Mutombo played in the NBA for nearly 2 decades before retiring in 2009. He was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2015. Off the court, he was known for his humanitarian work back in his native country of the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
It's a heavy heart.
Okay, so here's a character that we need to look at now. Excuse me. There's Trey Young. Okay. Trey Young.
Here I've met him plenty of times. And I know what he means, not only to the city and what he's done for the basketball community and the basketball fans here in Atlanta, but what he did back home and building hospitals and all the people.
Hospital equals 44. We saw all the load of 44s earlier. Kill, cancer, Georgia.
He's affected across the world. That's just as important as what he's done over here. So I just want to send my condolences out to him and his family.
It's obviously Hawks star player Trae Young. Dikembe Mutombo was 58 years old.
People do die like naturally in the world. And what's interesting about this is they could be dying, right? As you know, we really shouldn't. It's just hard to prove else otherwise. It's like we really shouldn't speculate that they're not dead, but we can speculate that maybe they die and then they give you a date that lines up with the numbers. And a lot of that stuff, we could sit here all day and just talk about and never get to the bottom of it. That's why we do these decodes. We show the code with the numbers and as other factors. Man, look how tall he is. Look at him, and then look at the lady over here. Wow.
Action has been pouring in from all across the NBA, from the Hawks and his son to the entire league. These are just a few of the posts that we got about Mutombo and his extraordinary impact in the game of basketball. The common theme, a tremendous amount of respect.
You know what's interesting? Mutombo, like mute. And didn't the name of the new Joker movie, right? It refers to like someone with a mental illness. Didn't it say like a mute or like a mime or something? Anyways, that may be a stretch, but I just wanted to put that out there because it's going to be all like in the language. Like I said, you see the first 3 and the first 4 letters. You may hear a lot about things referring to that with I mentioned earlier with like agendas and narratives with the selection DIK. Think about it, DIKE. And that was amazing. Kemba Walker with the 58 connection here. Dikembe, and then I mentioned Antoine Walker, and we saw those more 8s, right?
Respect for the legend and his kindness.
All right. So that looks like it's going to be our thumbnail right there, but let's look at a couple more possible things that we can Google here. Let me see. What number pick draft was Dikembe Mutombo? Number 4. Okay, they stated that earlier. So the first round, the 4th pick. 1-4 has been popping up big time in a few baseball decodes. Remember Pete Rose died as well? He had the 14 on the jersey, right? Born on the 14th in the year 41. Rich Homie Quan died. His birthday is the 10th month, the 4th day. Dead equals 14 in 2 ciphers. Okay? In 91, he was drafted. All right. So what else let's see. Oh, so the Nuggets, right? I was trying to think of some other players. What about, I know Dominic Wilkins on the Hawks, but he went there afterwards. How many years did Dikembe Mutombo play with the Hawks?
According to NBA.com, Mutombo began his 18-year playing career in the Denver, 1991-96, followed by stops in Atlanta, 1996-2001,
Same amount of
Philadelphia, 2001-02, New Jersey, 2002-03, New York, 2003-04, and Houston, 2004-09, before heading to Springfield in 2015 as a member of the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame.
All right. I see that. Okay. So was this guy, they said he was an ambassador, right? Dikembe Mutombo, was he an ambassador for basketball?
According to Lewistown Sentinel, Dikembe Mutombo, a
This guy.
basketball Hall of Famer who was one of the best defensive players in NBA history and a longtime global ambassador for the game, died Monday from brain cancer, the league announced.
Man, the Nuggets weren't a good team. Who was the number 2? Like Mahmoud Abdul Rauf? You know what I'm saying? Not a very good team, but Mutombo, the legend, one of the most iconic images in Denver Nuggets history is of Mutombo on his back under the basket, clutching the game ball while crying in elation. Oh, after Denver top seeded Seattle in the 94 playoffs. 94, huh? Seattle Space Needle. 94, the 49 reverse. Kamala, the 49th VP. Oh, look at this. George Carl says he sees replays of it around 1,000 times a year, like Georgetown Dikembe Mutombo. Ooh. So he has the June 25th birthday as well. And Georgetown, who was the coach? This guy right here, John Thompson. A lot of Johns popping up right now. Now they're talking about John Amos, who died. And I think I did that decode when he died. Why? I don't know why. It's interesting because it's popping up again like it just happened. The root star. I got to look further into that. And remember, God and Satan equal 55, but the coach here, John, okay? Interesting, right? I want to look at Dominique Wilkins real quick. That's interesting. You see the 21 right here, like Dominique. I don't know what the name is, Jackson, but that kind of looks like Dominique Wilkins' haircut, that guy on Georgetown right there as well. I do want to look up Dominique Wilkins real quick. Dominique Wilkins. Oh, look at he's got the 112 birthday. Remember, Houston equals 112. And we mentioned Houston. With the Rockets with Dikembe. 112 equals Donald as well. That's interesting. He's age 64, born in Paris, France. That's where the Olympics were. Jacques Dominique Wilkins. All right. Oh, okay, and what I do want to do, let me pull up the article real quick. Associated Press, Dikembe Mutombo. All right, let me click on this. Ex-Rocket star. So, you'll get a lot of... See, there's John Amos up there. And look at Von Miller suspended. Von, like Don. Okay? Scroll down this article real quick. 6-time All-NBA defensive team. 2nd all-time in blocks. Remember, we had 62 and 26s earlier as well. 8-time NBA All-Star. Remember Kemba Walker, born on the 8th. And you saw the number 8 on the jersey, and then along with Antoine Walker as well. 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. And just kind of going over his accomplishments, 18 seasons, and so on and so on. That was a great point right here with that upset over Seattle right there. That's interesting. Number 8 beat number 1. If you look further into that, you're gonna see how that connects, because they'll bring up the big moment for the character that dies, and then you look at it, and you're like, okay, right? but I'll just mention it at this point. If y'all want to go a little bit deeper on that, you can. Let's see. And on occasion, LeBron James pointed out with a laugh on Monday, Mutombo didn't necessarily improve the health of others. Why would... Okay. In 97, so let me read the top here. Oh, look at this. Like, why are they keep bringing up LeBron? What does this say? James was close on the details. December 29, 2004 was when that play happened. When he wore the mat. That's one day before LeBron's birthday. Oh, okay, one day before Dikembe's birth. Hold on. Oh, okay. LeBron was 20. Okay, so they're talking about LeBron here. I went to the hole and caught one of those Dikembe elbows. Oh my God, LeBron took a Dikembe elbow? And if anybody knows about the Dikembe elbows, they do not feel good. He fractured my face and I went to the hospital. Oh, and then LeBron wore the mask? That's amazing. LBJ energy, Lyndon B. Johnson, LeBron James, maybe Grover Cleveland somewhere, like Cavs. That's interesting. Let's play this.
I don't have to score 20 points to make everyone happy.
He could score, but in his playing days, Dikembe Mutombo made a name for himself with his defensive prowess.
Not in my house.
A shot-blocking ability enhanced by his 7'2" height and celebrated in a Geico insurance ad.
Happier than Dikembe Mutombo blocking a shot.
Coming out of Georgetown, Mutombo spent 18 seasons in the NBA, playing for Denver, Atlanta, Houston, Philadelphia, New York, and the then New Jersey Nets. An 8-time All-Star, 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, and 3-time All-NBA selection. Inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2015.
Fortune and bless.
But off the court, Mutombo made a mark with his humanitarian work. His foundation focuses on health, education, and quality of life in his home country, the Congo.
That's probably why
I'm Ben
he's gone
Thomas.
now. Age 58 is pretty young. Man. And what's up with this John Amos dies? He died like over a month ago. And I think I did the decode then, possibly. That's weird, isn't it? Why are they talking about it now? I thought we already knew about it. Why is it trending and they're saying John Amos died? I thought we knew that already. Look, October 1st. I think I did. Look, he died August 21st. That was a long time ago. Oh, look at this. He played James Evans Sr. Remember Marlena Evans? That's why this is popping up. Marlena Evans, John Black, the death of Donald Drake Hoggeston with Days of Our Lives. Longtime power couple with Marlena Evans, aka Deidre Hall. So look, Evans pops up again. Now I'm going to have to share this info with... Oh, and look, Eddie Murphy. Coming to America. Well, Eddie Murphy was in Beverly Hills Cop. And we just had John Ashton die, Beverly Hills Cop. Synced up with Eddie Murphy. And look at this, Die Hard. Look, you get the 94, just like the upset with the Mutombo 94. And they're talking about this video, Natural Born Killers. Wow. So I may have to look at that at some point. People are dropping like flies. I could have swore this story popped up and I already did it. Why is it popping up like nobody knew? And even if nobody knew, thanks for letting us know well over a month later. What the hell? And look, Von Miller, I need to just come on live and just do this. Von like Don, like Donald. And look, on the Bills, Buffalo, remember Donald Trump tried to buy the Buffalo Bills at one point in the past. So, So, wow, Atlanta, Georgia equals 85. Remember Dikembe Mutombo 58, Kemba Walker, the 5th month, 8-day birthday, or the 8th day of the 5th month. Atlanta, Georgia, even, like I said, equals 85. Denver equals 94, the upset in 94 over Seattle. Dikembe equals 49, the reverse. How about that? Brain cancer 88 like Trump, 52 like president, government, and White House, 209 like Trump equals 29, 74 like Trump equals 47. All of the stories are connected by the numbers. All right. Look at this. His birthday's got 55 date numerology, and he wore the 55 on the jersey. Look, 6/25/24, his last birthday. He died 97 days after his birthday. See that right there? And again, you see the 55 right there, and he has 55 on his jersey. Last birthday with the 55 date numerology. Just go back like this. And remember, I just stated 209 like 29, block 29. One day after the 29th day of the 9th month, like 29, the character dies. Shh. Shout out to y'all.
We have some sad breaking news from the world of sports. Legendary NBA player Dikembe Mutombo has died at 58 years old. His family says he was fighting brain cancer. The native of the Democratic.
So if his family said that he was fighting brain cancer, well, that's what they said. Okay? That's what they said. So that's not a lie. They said that's what happened.
Republic of the Congo, played for nearly 2 decades in the NBA. He was known for his finger-wagging celebration after his many blocked shots. After his retirement,
Think about it. Diddy, Dikembe. Look at Diddy, and then look at the first 3-4 letters here. You see? Look at him point. It's kind of like he's pointing above too, huh?
Mutombo became a
God, Satan equal 55.
global ambassador for basketball. I want to bring in Brian Buck.
He made the conversation always about me. He was
All right. So I appreciate y'all. Sympathy with the death. I hope y'all are doing okay with your energy out there. If anybody is onto this code, you try to share it with people, they shut you down, you feel isolated. If you need anybody to talk to about this, I'm here. You can message me in the comments. We can link up. You can hit me up on Instagram in the message. We can talk about it. I feel you. Okay. But be good. Keep your energy decent. Try not to get down. All of this stuff is happening for a reason. We'll see the end result, right? And all of this stuff is a pattern. And we can't stop from what is happening, right? Although they would like us to believe we can do something to make changes, we do not control the world. We are small pieces on the board game, right? So I appreciate y'all. Again, Dikembe Mutombo, NBA legend and Hall of Famer, dies of brain cancer at age 58. And there's always more, y'all. But we'll leave it at that. I hope y'all's Wednesday is well. And I'll be seeing you later tonight, Arizona time, with another breakdown. Until then.